Okay. Sorry about that. I got a little distracted by getting things organized. And it's like, wait a minute. We need to actually go live here. I don't even have all my studio lights up the way I need to normally keep them just yet. Oh, Lord have mercy. It has been a weekend. And I need a weekend off from my weekend off, y'all. That's all I can say on that particular subject. Okay. Move my mouse up here out of the way. Alright, I have been 3D printing like a lunatic. I have been building minis like a lunatic, and yeah, well, on top of that, I rescued a pup yesterday in the 100+ degree heat that had been abandoned at the Presbyterian church here in Huntsville. Somebody just dropped off a Husky puppy, and those of you who know me know I have a soft spot for snow dogs, so I had seen the post at 7:30 in the morning when I was going to get the oil changed in the Pilot, and I was like, okay, if that dog is still there later today, I'm going to have to do something about it. So went and ran errands for my mom yesterday morning, which usually is a good chunk of the morning. I get home usually early afternoon, so I'm coming back from Trinity around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and sure enough, somebody had posted that this dog was still at the Presbyterian church like 20 minutes before we got back into Huntsville. So I'm like, okay, this just turned into a search and rescue, and I went and picked up this dog yesterday, and well, here she is now. Maya, what you doing, girly? So we have a 4th pup in the house now, and yes, I'm insane. The house is only 1,100 square feet, and adding another dog in is just crazy. But you know what? I'm not leaving a dog with a double coat that's designed for cold weather out in the 100-degree Texas heat, because people are just garbage. Anyways, enough ranting. Let's get to painting. I am still massively working on the Goblin Camp. There's huge swaths of it still sitting out on my back deck on the picnic table. It's a covered deck, so I can get away with that. That I had just primed today. So, yeah, there's more of that coming this way. But tonight I want to do this brown bearskin rug for the yawning portal, which those of you who don't know what the yawning portal is, I will grab it and put it on camera here momentarily. This, to give you a hint, is the 2nd floor of the yawning portal. So you have 4 bedrooms and 2 spiral staircases represented in the floorboard. So, and of course there's a common area in the middle with 2 little beds in it. So that's the 2nd floor of the yawning portal. Let me grab the 1st floor and bring it on camera with y'all so you can see it. I've got this mounted to a piece of foam board just because it's so big and it's sectional, so it's kind of, no, that ain't gonna work. Hang on just a second. Got to move the chair. Got to move the chair without moving the microphone. Sorry, folks. So you are looking down now at the yawning portal. Can't even see the portal, just the edge of it. You've got the bar at the back with Dern and the barkeep. You got all the drinks on the bar. You've got the minstrel over here in the corner. Let me get the stage over here where you can see him. Getting down in the light. There you go. And then the portal itself. My fingers are all chewed up from puppy and miniatures and everything else I've done this weekend. So let me go ahead and turn the lighting on the portal. It has an infinity mirror kind of effect, which I think is awesome. So I'm going to swivel it around so you can see the portal itself. So the Mad Mage, the Tower of the Mad Mage in Waterdeep collapsed years and years and years ago. And the Yawning Portal Inn was built on the site. Well, because the shaft of the tower ran deep into the underground, they left it. And there you go, you have the Yawning Portal. For a gold piece, Durnan will lower you into the dungeon below. And if you survive, he will raise you back up out and fetch you an ale or a beer. So, but this is the Yawning Portal build. I'm kind of excited about it. Wanted to share it with y'all because it is absolutely huge, and it is a piece of D&D lore. So, kind of excited to have added this to my miniature collection. I'm going to have to work on a space to put it. It's going to be my current problem. So, it's a work in progress, like so many things around here. Okay, let me put the second floor back on. Oh, here comes Ms. Carmen. Hey, girl. Who else is coming in here with you? The pup is back. Hey, Maya. What you doing, girly? We're definitely in the 12 to 18 month range because she has them sharp ass puppy teeth and gnaws on everything, including me. Go play, Carmen. She's okay in here. Good girls. Maya. She doesn't know her name yet. I just gave her the name Maya today. She's named after one of the snow dogs from the movie 8 Below, if you've ever seen it. So, anyways, that is where we are at. I'm going to angle that harsh light away from me a little bit. Hopefully you can see the bear on the tabletop, because we are fixing to get on him. Oh my gosh, she's found her voice too, by the way. Have I mentioned that? She is quite the vocalist when she does not like what Carmen is making her do, which I think is hysterical. Ah, don't chew on that, you little fang monster. I keep seeing a shadow like there's a husky hair on this print, which in this house is a very real possibility. What are you huffing for, girl? Come in here and lay down before you get into trouble. Oh, I tell you what I keep thinking is a husky hair is there's a string hanging from my band-aid on my fingers where I've been cutting supports off 3D prints and cut myself multiple times on both hands. That's why I keep thinking I see a hair on the model. I'm leaving the claws white for now because I will come back and hit them with some black paint here in a few minutes. Bear claws need to be black. Nice thing is in the interim, I can hold him by the paws. Alright. There is a husky hair right there on the chin of the bear. All right. Get them ears good. All right, so we now have a bearskin rug for our tavern. Or at least we will when I'm done with it, right? All right, now I have got a lot of stuff that needs to be painted yet. So it's one of those, where do I even want to begin? Well, I got two pieces here that haven't even been touched yet. And I got others that need detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the burnt umber on, or the raw umber on these pieces to get them drying. While they're drying, I can work on the detail of these other pieces. So let's get these over here into camera center, shall we? I'm going to do one in reverse. Need to shake this paint. There, y'all. I hope y'all can see the bear now. Yes, puppies. They love to teeth on everything, and they make me crazy. You know, all my huskies were, you know, the youngest I adopted was Rocky at 2 years old, and he wanted to chew on the furniture, like the legs of the dining room chairs and table. He didn't bite, he didn't teeth on people, but he did chew some furniture. I cured that with some Tabasco and some bitter apple from, you know, Tabasco from the grocery store, some Granix bitter apple spray from Amazon. But yeah, this little one, oh yeah, she just got one of my shoes out. My Airs. Yes, we're not going to chew on Daddy's Nike Airs. These are a no-no. Put these over here, and you need to leave them alone, ma'am. Ms. Ma'am. You want to come over here where everybody can see you? Huh? Come on, up. There she comes. She's getting up here. Hi. Do not get the minis off the table. They are not chew toys. Hi, girly. Hi, my girly. Yes. We're going to have to get you acclimated to behave the way the other puppies behave. We're doing good. She only had one accident in the house in 24 hours, so that's a good thing. We go outside and do our business, yes. We don't know how to sit worth a damn, but we're working on that. I am not a chew toy. So, yes, you are a sweet girl. And you will make a good pack member. We'll see, though. I'm going to take her to the vet's tomorrow and have her scanned for a microchip. Yeah, she's gotten every dog toy we own out of the basket in the living room and drugged them all over the house. And then I got her some puppy teething rings today, which it looks like we might need one now. Do you need a puppy teething ring? Come on, let's go. I'll be right back, folks. She is being a savage. Come on. Miss Carmen, let us out. I'm in midstream. Dealing with puppy. Maya. Sam, I didn't get you a treat. Oh, Sam's mad because Sam didn't get a treat. Hi, buddy. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I will get you a treat in a little bit. Lord have mercy. If you treat one dog, you have to treat them all in this household. Okay, let's get some painting going. So, some burnt umber going on here. So, I decided not to use the spray gesso for priming these additional pieces. And I just went with regular Kills to use as a primer. And the reason being is the gesso is almost like a textured spray. And so I was coming with it was coming up with like a texture. And the thing is that was kind of jacking with the whole look and feel of some of the miniatures. So I'm like, I got to stop with the gesso, the spray gesso. The brush on gesso is fine, it's not textured, but the spray is just, it's kind of dulling the look of the minis. So just so you know, if you decide to do any acrylic painting, unless you want texture, stay away from the spray gesso. Just use the brush on gesso. The thing is the spray gesso gives us such a more even painting than the brush. And I just feel like, okay, come on, primer is what makes the paint stick good to the object. And if you don't have a good primer coat because it's uneven or washed looking, you're losing some of the benefits of priming in the first place. If you're going that route, you might as well not even prime. And this is conversation I had with Matthew today when he came over to visit, and he picked up the old 3D printer I had, which I gave to him. So his whole take on it is, why bother priming? You can paint directly on the finished resin product, the printed product. And I'm like, I feel like priming makes the paint stick better, but that's just me. But then of course the whole textured gesso primer thing ruined that. So my argument was pretty much invalidated by that. Okay. We're going to leave those logs alone because we are going to paint them a different color, which I'm going to leave these two to move to the side to dry. Bring these two over. As you can see, these are textured with the spray gesso. Hi, girl. I gave you a treat because you followed me and Maya to the laundry room, but I don't have anything more if you ate it all. Hopefully the puppy's out there teething on her teething ring and not tearing up something expensive. Alright, so for the additional logs on these banners, I'm going to do a burnt sienna color. We did a raw umber, and now we're going to do a burnt sienna. I don't know about this because this is more of an orangish red than what I would use to do this. Let's test it on one and see. This might be a better color for something else. Yeah, that's too much of a red. That's going to be a no-go. Okay, my other options. I have the Bugbear Brown, which I used on the bearskin rug we used earlier, or the Minotaur Hide, which has got a little more orange in it. Let's go Bugbear Brown. We'll try it on a different piece here. And I don't know why I just scooped more of this same paint that's in that pot right there. Because I'm not paying attention. It's been a long day and my ass is tired. Moving on. Moving on from the stupids. We will use all of this first, and then we will come back and use the additional one I just poured out. Okay. I can abide that color as a differentiation in the wood surface. That will work. I think that burnt sienna I'm going to use for the rooftops of the guard towers, which wait until y'all see these guard towers. They turned out absolutely freaking awesome. They are sitting on the back deck where I primed them this evening. And so they are drying. Let's get a little more light in here, shall we? Yep, I might have overran that a little bit. Okay. Now let's do this one. I put a little bit of that burnt sienna on. We're going to let it continue to dry. Let's do these other two banners. Those two are still wet because I just painted them. Get that in there good. And not the Band-Aid. You know what? We totally missed a section of wood right here. In case y'all haven't heard me say it already, I am the king of overpaint. But it's okay. It's all good. I can always touch it up later, right? Let's get down in there. Get the bottom of that board good. And then the side here where it comes out. There we go. And then the top of the banner. Okay. Give us a little contrast paint to make it look good. So y'all are going to be shocked and amazed when this goblin camp is fully assembled. It's going to be pretty badass looking. I will be hosting a game at Gamers Grove September 24th as part of their RPG day for September. And I hope to have the Goblin Camp presented at that session. So it will either be the Goblin Camp or it'll be the Were-Rat Sewers. Could be both if I decide to run 2 sessions that day. So just to keep a heads up. Keep your calendars open for Saturday the 24th. No experience necessary. I can teach you the basics of the game as we play, you know. Nobody ever learned to play Uno by sitting down and reading the manual. You learn to play Uno by sitting down at the table and somebody telling you how to play, and then we fight about the rules 3 years later because, no, those are not the rules. At least that's how my family does it, and it's worked all right for us. D&D is kind of the same way. You learn by playing. If you try to read the rules, you're going to be reading for quite a while. Because you've got to cover the player's handbook, the Dungeon Master Guide, and then if you want to know the monsters, you got to cover the monster manual. So, anyways, good luck with all that. I've been playing for years. I still don't know all of the rules. I will look things up if there's ever a question. Okay. Those 3. Now, I think this one is probably dry enough for us to do the surrounding logs on the banner. And this paint pot's about wore out, which is a good thing. I poured another one of the exact same color. Hey, Carmen, how are you? My big girl coming in here to check on her daddy. Okay. Hi, Maya. What you doing, pup? Why don't you lay down here at my feet so you don't get into trouble? Yep, she's a husky. She listens like a husky. Alright. Now these pieces have a rather large crosshatch strip in the middle. So I'm going to get this painted. There we go. Let's finish up. Let's see where I got paint. Probably on my legs. Nope. On the chair. Yeah, we'll wipe it off with a cloth here in a minute. Okay. So we will let that dry, come back, do the bones, and then we will fix any surrounding overpaint. But that is moving right along nicely. Now this one has a different design. It's got the crosshatch, but it has a banner over it and bones off to the side. So a little more obstacle work involved here in painting this. All right. So I haven't decided if the Goblin War Banners or the Camp War Banners, because this camp's going to be used for more than goblins, are going to be a uniform color representing a single tribe, or if I'm going to use different colors for different tribal affiliations. My thought process is I'd like to use multiple colors for different tribal affiliations. That also means I can change it up quite a bit. At will, just by using a different colored banner without having to do any repainting. Okay. I have two more over here to do. So I'm going to move some stuff around just for visibility, camera visibility purposes. Oh, there's even another one over there yet to do. And then I've got some cabinetry I want to deal with. So, okay, let's do this crosshatch because I think these two are identical. Okay. So these two are identical. We're going to set those side by side. And then we will knock out this one again. I'm concerned because the puppy's not in here. It's like, what is she getting into? Might have to stick my nose out there and see what's going on in my house for a second. Okay, thank you. The other half says on the couch playing with a toy. So, okay, Goblin War Camp coming right along here. So what do y'all think for a banner color? I think a nice royal red or a purple. I can do a green. I can do a blue. So do we want all the banners to be of the same house for this encampment? Or is this encampment going to represent multiple houses? So I am soliciting input from the audience tonight. The top of those banners, those banner poles painted. And then I'll come back and do the rings in a different color. And then of course we'll paint the banners themselves. Okay. All right. And then we have this one huge piece here to address. Which looks to be a combination of wood and bone, so... Well, hello, girl. You coming back to see me? Hmm? Hi, Maya. What you doing? Okay. Hey, Samuel. Yes, I'm going a little over painting. Y'all will live because I will touch it up at the end. Fixing to have to drop some more brown paint on this pan. Almost stuck my paintbrush in the wrong pot there. That would not have been good. Okay. Okay. Lots of overpainting there, but we will doctor that when we do the bone, and then we will trim it out. Okay. I think that's all of the wall sections except for these, which are now dry enough to flip and do the burnt umber on their back sides. Who's growling at who? I can hear y'all. And you need to stop. Okay. Okay. We're going to let those dry. Let's see. Shall we go back and start the bones or the banners? Actually, I think I want to do these 4 banners. I think maybe for the banners, the burnt sienna is a nice deep red. Let's try it on these 4. And then these others, I will probably do a different color, like either a blue or a royalish purple, just for a little bit of variety. But let's take these. And it's too orangish. Okay, so burnt sienna is a no-go for there. Let me see what I've got. Oh, sorry, mamas. Let me see what I've got in the hot rod red department. We have Dragonfire red, Cambion crimson, glistening blood, cobalt red. I say let's go with Cambion crimson. We're going to move that one to the end and let it dry. Let's break out the crimson and go to town. Little hot rod red never hurt anybody, so says Tony Stark. That is too big of a brush. This ought to work. That red might have settled a little too much. Maya. Shook it up a little more and poured it in a different pot. And then we'll try it. That's going to need a second coat, and that's fine. Oh, Lord. That would be the new dog cutting up about something that she does not agree with. What is it, girl? Timmy fell down the well. Let's go. Sorry, I had a Lassie moment there, y'all. Okay. Hey, my big dog. How you doing, Sam? Coming to see your daddy? Are the girls getting on your last damn nerve? I heard that huff. Now, y'all can't see this. After I asked him that, he started licking my leg. So, I think that's Sam's way of saying, I love you, but these girls are making me batshit crazy. Are they making you batshit crazy, buddy? Alright. Let's go back to this one. Alright, let's move everybody over a little bit so I can get in here and paint, right? And do it on camera, hopefully. That's always a bonus if you're trying to stream, is having it actually on camera. Or so I've been told. Carmen, must we come into Daddy's office and start wrestling with Sam? Sam is not messing with anybody. Is that a make her stop? Is that what that line was? Yeah. Is she bothering you? Aren't you the bigger dog? Make her leave you alone. You are too sweet is what the problem is. Yes, too sweet. Okay, so for these other banners, we're going to come in here and sing right in my face. Point blank range. Really? Y'all are killing me. Can y'all find some business somewhere? Hey, leave Sammy alone. He does not want to play right now. Lord have mercy, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. Can we take this outside of the studio? How about I get up and get some purple for these other banners? Y'all making me crazy. Purple worm is a nice color. Oh my Lord. So we're gonna have 4 red banners. And then 4 purple banners. And then, you know what? I think the shaman is going to get his own color. I'm going to shake this purple up good, y'all, while these dogs are wrestling behind me. Lord have mercy. Really? We're going to use our outside voice today. The thing is my office is like physically the smallest bedroom in the house. And they want to come in here en masse, 3, now 4 Huskies. I've got 3 in here right now. And wrestle. You have to be a crazy dog owner is all I'm saying. Oh my Lord. Y'all are teaching my bad habits. Is this really the first impression the new puppy needs to get? Is that we are house crazy Husky? Rocky don't want to play. Somebody gonna learn today. Rocky does not want to play. Carmen, you better back off. Rocky's using his fuck around and find out voice. Hi, big guy. Rocky's under my desk. You're beside my desk now on the other side. Carmen's behind me. My badass is running around this house somewhere. Okay, we have 2 purple banners there. I'm going to do these 2 in purple, but they need to dry a little longer yet. So I have the totems. I think the totems are going to be the, and we've got are going to be the large one, or the lead is going to be purple. And then I think we're going to do a red. And I might do a different banner as well. So let's go ahead and paint one of these large totems. This royal purple, and that's the puppy. Carmen, leave him alone. Rocky does not want to play. Cut it out. No. Go play. Go. Go, Carmen. Maya, leave Rocky alone. Rocky's already done used his fuck around and find out voice. Y'all gonna test him tonight. You okay, Rock? What are y'all doing? Okay. Well, you can't come in here and start stuff, Miss Ma'am, and not expect there to be repercussions. And you can't bully Rocky all the time just because you outweigh him by 20 pounds. He does not care. He's going to put up with so much, and then he's going to put you in your place. Such is the nature of pack dynamics with 3 Huskies. Little Miss Ma'am. You better stop, little bit, or little one. Little bit's the nickname we give Rocky. Maya. He does not want to play with you either. Okay, there's our purple. I'm going to do one of these other totems in red. I think this one. Y'all need to stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all need to stop. I'm fixing to go get the water bottle and start spraying dogs in the face. Treat them like a cat. Spray them in the face with a water bottle. They'll settle down real quick. Can you get out from under there? Hi. How are you? Bossy lady. Maya. Maya. Carmen, I can take care of myself, thank you. You do not need to be the boss of everybody in this house. You are not. You like to think you are, but you are not, ma'am. You are a good girl. Be a sweet girl, too. Miss Thing. Miss Thing, I can hear him growling at you. That is your warning to stop. That's my leg you just gnawed on. Well, don't do it. Okay. Uh-huh. Somebody said somebody needed to stop. Okay, so we have our double-sided purple banner, our double-sided red. Carmen, Ms. Ma'am, can you stop? Y'all pardon me for a second, I gotta clean some brushes. I think I'm going to take this right here and go ahead and do its banners in red. Why are we yelling in my office? Because we can. Ooh, that brush did not get clean. Hey. You know, I'm painting and y'all coming in here and licking on me is not helping. Okay. One side of the war banner is done. On the hut. There's a Husky hair on the brush. And it was making me crazy because I was trying to paint without painting using it. Ladies. That was Rocky. Would you quit trying to bully Rocky? These dogs all horsing around behind me is making me nervous, making it very difficult to paint. Hey! Can y'all stop? So I think my remaining banner, I'm going to do a third color. Those are still wet. I think we're going to do a blue for this one. So, Miss Thing. I'm just touching up some overpaint from the last time I painted these. Savages, can y'all stop bumping my chair? Hellion, what are you doing? Is she aggravating you, Rock? Is that why you're trying to get under my desk? Go. 45-pound dog being intimidated by a 25-pound dog. Only because he's such a sweetheart. Till he's had enough, and then he will put them bitches in their places. Carmen, you are in charge of precisely no one. Why are you in here? Hey. One, y'all are aggravating the hell out of me. Two, y'all are bumping my chair and I'm trying to paint. Oh, Lord, y'all. Y'all killing me. Maya. Hush. Puppies. Uh-huh. Carmen. Carmen gonna make me use the "why are you in here again" voice. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. There does need to be some touch-ups, but that is my first. All but the bones are done, and I'm gonna have to reapply some primer to where I got excess paint on the bone tusks, and I just stuck my hand in wet paint like a dummy. Picking it up and showing it to y'all, and just stuck my hands right in the paint I just put down. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay. That's the Dumbass of the Year award right there. What that is. Let's lay down some gesso to prime that where I've overpainted. It's 9:30. It's about time for me to start wrapping up and getting ready for bed, y'all. But I want you to see the Goblin Camp is coming along quite nicely. Let's get in here and clean up some of my mess. Don't want to grab it by the top because it's wet paint, but I do need to spin it around here a little bit. Throw some gesso on as primer for some of that dark paint, because when I go to paint it bone white, if I don't reprime those spots, that dark paint is going to show through. I've got some upper touch-up spots I need to work on there. Let's see how these are doing. Are these dry enough that I can do the logs? I'll probably need a little more paint. I definitely need to clean a brush or two. Okay, so let's get some Bugbear Brown out again. Go ahead and get these logs done. I'm going to get the logs done on these. I'm going to prime, and I think that'll be it for the night. It's been an hour and a half. It's 9:30. I got to be up bright and early in the morning for work. Work, work, work. Let's see. I want a medium, but not too heavy brush for this. Let's get over here and get some paint on this woodwork. There we go. Get some of this trim work out here. And don't drop the brush. You can tell I'm getting tired because I'm getting the dropsies. Never a good thing to have the dropsies when you're painting. Okay, that one is good. Let's move it back a ways. Okay. Get this touched up. There we go. Okay. So then we can do those banners next time around. I need to check the back and see if I have any more banners that need to be painted, because I want to come up with a third color, but I would like 4 of each color. Right now I've got 4 red, 5 red including the totem, but I have 2 purple and a totem. So I think these 2 next will be purple, and I think I can go ahead and do that now and get it done. No time like the present. And then that way I'll have an even number of the 2 banners. But I think I want to make sure I have 3 different banner colors for 3 different tribes. Because whether this is going to be a goblin camp or an orc camp or or hobgoblins or kobolds or bandits. Having their own coat colors will allow me to distinguish them. So if it's a multi-tribe environment, you could see the presence of more than one color. Just like if human kingdoms, duchies, whatever, were represented, they would each have their own coat of arms. So that is my thought process. Okay. Some of that brown was a little wet and I brushed it with the brush, and trying not to mix paint colors here accidentally. And we need a little more purple. I think the chieftain's tribe color will be the purple, and that will be the larger banners. That is my thought process. Yeah, that is going to require a separate coat of purple when it dries. And I anticipate that from time to time you got to put a second coat on things. Alright, so my purple and my red banners are done. And looking good. Alright. Now, I've got some bones to do, but I've got some bones with some serious overpaint, so I think we're going to break out the gesso again and do a little fine tuning here so that I can do these next time. Okay. make it a little easier to get a light color on there. Without all that dark shining through. I mean, it's going to come through no matter what. It's just to what degree will it come through. So that will help that. Okay. My blood sugar's getting low because I'm getting the shakes with the paintbrush. Okay. And I just overpainted with the white. Grrr. Okay, well, let's do some more touch-ups just to get them done, and then we will call it a night. Okay, that one looks better. Woo, y'all. It's about time to call it quits for the night. I'll be wrapping up soon. I'll probably stream again tomorrow night because I'll probably be painting again tomorrow night. And then we will see more of the Goblin Camp take shape. I have some 3D printing going on, so pieces are still being printed. The Shaman's tent, the base of it was printed earlier today. That was almost a 13-hour print job. And the top half of the tent is finishing up now. Should be finished here before I go to bed. At least I hope so, because I want to get it pulled off the build plate and get another print started to run while I'm in bed overnight. It's the best time to print. I'm asleep. So yeah, then we'll overprint on the bone. Okay, and then we have the big piece to do. Get this primer down so I can lay some color on these bones tomorrow. I could leave them this bleachy ass white, but I've got a bone colored paint, so the pup's over here asleep beside me, which is a good thing, because she was stirring it all the house up here earlier between her and Carmen. I could tell my boy dogs were like, would you please do something about these girls? Okay. I think we've got it enough. That we can do a good paint job tomorrow and get an actual bone color to show on that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Do we got any touch-ups to do? I think it's passable. possible to get some bone color on there. Okay, I think we're looking good. All right. Tomorrow we will do the bone accents on those walls. And I will probably paint another goblin hut tomorrow. And then go from there. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to throw some black paint on the paws of this bear. And on his nose to have it done. As soon as I find the black paint. Wait just a second. Stretch the legs. There we go. Coal black. No, that's not coal black. That's rattling grime. That's a wash or a contrast. Where is... There it is. Coal black. Oh, goodness gracious. That way we can call this bear done. Sorry, I'm getting the edges real quick. Otherwise, when he's laying on the floor, the end, you're going to see a little white edge, and I'm like, nope. Nope, nope, and nope. Go ahead and throw a little paint around the edge. Of course, now I can't do the black because I gotta let this side dry. I kind of outwitted myself, didn't I? Damn it. You know what? Because his head will keep him elevated somewhat, I'm going to go ahead and do the paws. go ahead and do it and get it done. Let's just start with the nose. Alright, y'all. There's our bearskin rug. For our tavern. I like it. Alright, Drexus, have a good evening. Yes, the dogs were very vocal tonight, especially with the new pup in the house. Alright, y'all, I'm going to wrap it up. It is 10 o'clock. I've got to get up at 5 a.m. for work. So I will be online tomorrow night around 7:30 or 8 Central Time to continue painting. So you are more than welcome to join me again tomorrow night at, like I said, 7:30, 8 o'clock Central Time. I will resume painting minis. We will see more of the goblin camp begin to take shape. I will do a couple more of the huts. I will definitely get the bones done on the gates, and continue that. But I have some more wall pieces to print that are already printed and primed, ready to paint. I have 2 guard towers, which turned out awesome. They are a 3-piece build, standing about, yay tall. So I'm excited for y'all to see those. I'm going to be excited to paint those. So join me tomorrow evening around 7:30 or 8 Central Time, somewhere in that time frame. I'll start streaming, and we will get to see more of the Goblin Camp take shape. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Have a great evening, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow.